Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Okay, want to see what my shirt says? All right, all right. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Have a look. It's me. Um, independent, strong. I can't read that well when I'm looking at a shirt. Powerful, capable. All right. With that out of the way, you're not gonna be able to see it whilst I'm talking. I'm sorry. Let's get straight to the point, shall we? Let's start off with a story. A child was with his mom on a flight, and he turns to his mom and he says, "Mom, I'm bored." She's like, "Okay, here's a coloring book." He says, "Mom, I'm 10 years old. What's a coloring book gonna do for me? I'm 10 years old." She's like, "All right, I'll turn on the TV. You can watch a movie or whatever." No, no, no. I gotta speak to the pilot. She's like, "No, no, no, no. You cannot speak to the pilot. We're on a flight here. What are you talking about? The cockpit is locked." The child was insistent. He runs straight to the cockpit. So it happens that the steward had to bring the pilot her food, so the door was open. He makes a dash straight for the pilot, and he turns to her and he says, "I'm not blind. I could see the rudders there on the floor, and I know that you used it when you're taxiing on the runway. Stop using the rudders." She's like, "What? What are you talking about, kiddo? Go back to your mom. Get a lollipop." It's like, "No, we're all gonna go down. We're all gonna end up dying because of you. Those rudders are dangerous." What? You cannot fly an airplane without rudders, without using the rudders. Child was insistent. He's disturbing the pilot. Eventually, she had to call for security. Child, his name was Martin, by the way, is taken back to his mother called Susan. What's the moral of the story? What's the moral of the story? What's the point? Good question. If you slander another human being, guilty as charged, I've done it. I've done it. If you slander another human being, if you judge somebody else, you're a lunatic. You're insane. Jessica, such harsh words. Have compassion for people. Sometimes we have to slander somebody else because it's frustrating, it's upsetting, it's annoying that somebody acts like a total moron. Have you ever had dealings with a schmuck? Yeah, I've had dealings with schmucks. Yeah, I have. Another person saying, "Jessica, stop with those swearing here. Schmuck is a swear word." All right. I've had dealings with annoying people. But if you slander, any form of slander causes you to suffer. It's like taking a knife which somebody stuck into your chest and you say, "It doesn't hurt enough. Let me push it down a little bit further." That's what you do when you slander another human being. Four billion different variables went into their programming. 4 billion. Are you screwed up enough to think that because you have arrived in town, they're going to delete 4 billion years, not years by the way, 4 billion different variables just for you? You're a lunatic. You're crazy to do that kind of thing, and you're retarded. Jessica, come on. What's up with the language? Retarded, lunatic. Where's your compassion? Why do you use such words? No one uses such words nowadays. We're in 2025, for God's sake. Granted. You're right. Shouldn't be using such words. But I gotta drive the point home. I gotta drive the point across. Slandering another human being and guilty as charged. I've done it. I'm working on it. I'm an imperfect product. Jessica, you're imperfect? What are you doing here on YouTube? The only artists you see here on YouTube are the perfect ones. You're not perfect? Go back to being perfect. Said the most dishonest, most delusional person that ever existed. Hey, I've done it to myself. You know how many times I've told myself, Jessica, you put out a YouTube video? It's not perfect. The grammar wasn't perfect. You were imperfect. You don't practice what you preach. Never do it again. I went back the next week to do it again. By the way, if you want to see more of my stand-up videos, please let me know if that's your preference. I'm happy to share more stand-up. But I kind of got the impression that people were happy for me to apologize for my mistake. A couple of videos back, I apologize. I made a mistake. Oh, I slandered other people. No, that part was a mistake. That was wrong. That is what this video is about. Slander is an act of a lunatic, 100% granted. But to joke around, seeing things from different angles, from a humorous perspective, nothing against it. Let me know if you want me to go back to doing that. It's me. Oh, I know. Jessica, you're kind of desperate for it. You want us all to see a t-shirt, right? Yep. Humor about myself, too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Chill. Or perhaps you don't want to chill and you want to amplify the volume of frustration and anger and whatever. Do so. I'm lucky. I'm not in your presence, so you can scream as loud as you want. In any case, jokes aside, because this is very serious, slander is a form of lunacy. Jessica, you said that already. We get the point. It's not a healthy thing to do to slander another human being. We're hurting ourselves. We're pushing more poison down there. Got it. Thank you very much. No, it goes deeper than that. Because it's a habit. Oh, Jessica, please. We got the point. We get the point. You don't want us to slander. You do it yourself. Do I? Yeah, you said guilty as charged. Did you forget? Fair enough. Slander is poison. It's a form of hurting yourself, and I gave a perfect example with the kid in the cockpit. In any case, somebody with 4 billion different variables, and somebody who's negative and hasn't made much space for anybody but themselves for most of their lives, you're probably wasting your time slandering them, wishing that they were different. You're probably wasting your time, causing yourself a lot of headaches by doing so. Okay, point taken. Let's get on to the next point of today. I want to follow on from last week's message, the 899th video. Wow. By the way, this video is going to be 900. Number 900. On last week's video, I told you, if you recall, that I don't have many friends, and many people would know the difference if I'm here or I'm not. And it's a liberating feeling. It's a liberating feeling because what people know about me, what people are connecting with when they connect with me, the relationships which we have with other people, the dynamics of the relationship between us and other people is way more complicated than we realize, which taps into my last message, and that is somebody else with 4 billion different variables, preferences, with their flavor, with their types of the taste, their spices, their style. It's very unlikely that they are going to connect with you or be thinking of you the way you think of yourself. Very, very unlikely. Even two people from the same family, even twins for that matter, are very unlikely to think of each other the same way. That's just how it is. And to encourage people to be part of tribes, part of communities, part of groups, part of gatherings and go to parties, when they don't feel all that comfortable doing so, and to say, look, it's scientifically proven that you gotta connect with other human beings, and if you don't, you can die young. And I've seen scientists do that time and again. It's complicated. It's controversial. And it's not a comfortable conversation. And not everybody could do it. For many people, it's important that they are in companionships with people which aren't good for them. They have to go to their mother-in-law's house. Everyone knows the trigger. When you go to your mother-in-law's house and she hits all those triggering spots, you're like, oh, you're like cringing or whatever. Yeah, mother-in-laws are very good at that. I must say that my ex-mother-in-law was not actually like that. We had a pretty fine relationship, but it was different because I in my previous gender before I transitioned. Transgender? You're retarded or something? No, I'm not. In my previous life, and it's different for men really. In my previous life, when I lived the life of a man, for a man to go to visit their mother-in-law is not that much of a big deal. And men tend to be okay with their mothers-in-law, although there's so many um, jokes when it comes to mothers-in-laws. Men have multiple jokes when it comes to mothers-in-law. But in any case, it's usually there tends to be more friction between daughters-in-laws and mother-in-laws. So many people have the opinion you gotta connect, especially connect with your mother-in-law. It's very, very important, and figure out how to handle it and use a smart way, clever tactics to figure it all out. And I've heard scientists come up with their findings on it, and after doing research, and it's still important, you still do it. Fair enough. But if you could avoid it, in my case, it's not a big deal to avoid it. My mother-in-law will never talk to me again in my life. My ex-mother-in-law, for that matter. Ex-mother-in-law, Jessica. No one hangs out with their ex-mother-in-law. I guarantee you, Jessica, nobody, and no scientist would say, nobody who's done the research would say that you should hang out with your ex-mother-in-law. Fair enough, granted. Slip of the tongue. Okay. But hey, I do want to connect with my ex-mother-in-law. We had so much fun together. Jessica! You're moving away from the point here. Once again, you're moving away from the freaking point! Alright. Granted. I'm in a funny mood today. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really excited. I'm going to be going on a couple of trips. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss the videos coming up in the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to be doing a lot of amazing trips, by the way, and I'm excited about it. Feel free to share your feedback, your thoughts, your comments, your insights. And what do you think about slander? Is it like feeding yourself poison? Is it worth judging another person? Is it stupid to judge another person? Jessica, I don't know, but I think that it might be a healthy thing to do. For if I slander, at least then, I don't know, each to their own. I like going into other people's heads. It's fun. Share your thoughts, your feedback, your comments, your insights, your insults if you want. Feel free. Join me. Connect with me. Let's join and connect together. Have fun on my videos. I'm excited. This is number 900. And the next couple of videos are going to be exciting. I'm going to be in different parts of the world. Great, exciting trips coming up. Stay tuned. I'm not saying where I'm going. You're going to have to wait for the surprise. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to your insights. I look forward to your comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the like button. And I'm not talking about those who don't like my videos. I'm not even going to talk about them. They're not important. Or maybe they are important. Constructive criticism, okay. So put the dislike button if you want. I'm not going to stop you. And I want to thank the amazing new subscribers who have come on board. I want to thank Mike. I want to thank Carl. And I forgot her name. There was Mike. And then there was Clara. Thank you for your thoughts, feedback, insights. Keep on sharing. I want to hear from you. It's important to me. Have a lovely day ahead. Take care.